Fans love it when street rappers are really about that life, but sometimes the clout can get you chipped. And today we're breaking down the wild story of Rolly Bands, a Florida rapper who dissed his ops on social media and ended up getting killed 5 minutes later. Rolly Bands was a rapper from Tampa Bay, Florida, who started trying to break into the rap game a couple years ago. He posted his first music video back in February 2021 and stayed pretty consistent, but unfortunately, the streets caught up to him before he could really make it in the industry. On July 22nd, 2022, Rolly hopped on IG and dared the ops to come try him if they wanted smoke. He wrote, "A lot of these niggas know where I live at for real. I sleep in peace. If a nigga wants smoke, I'm at my crib in 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, Rolly was walking his dog outside of his apartment when a shooter rolled up on him and started letting off shots. He tried to run off, but the shooter hopped out of the whip and chased him down. 13 rounds went off, and Rolly got hit in the body and the back of the head. Paramedics rushed him to the hospital and tried to save his life, but there was nothing they could do for him, and he was tragically pronounced dead that day. The cops knew immediately that it wasn't just a random shooting. Rolly getting killed right after clowning his ops like that definitely wasn't a coincidence. And about a week later, they arrested a dude named Darren Day who was hiding out in another county. They knew from the jump that 2 people were involved though, and a few days later, they booked another dude named Demon Speed for Rolly's death. Speed already had a long rap sheet of felonies and arrests, and he had just got out on probation a month before Rolly's death. When Speed showed up in court, the prosecutors claimed that Darren Day drove him to Rolly's place and Speed was the one who killed him. Rolly put his hands up when the shots started going off and ran away. But Speed obviously wanted to make sure the job was done and ran up on Rolly while shooting. After the news broke about how Rolly was shot 5 minutes after making the post, everyone just assumed that the ops he was taunting was the ones who rolled up on him. But then, the case took a shocking turn. Speed, Day, and Rolly apparently all knew each other and used to be tight. According to the investigation, all 3 of them were involved in a tax fraud scheme together, and that's where the issue started. Rolly was allegedly going to file his sister's tax returns and somehow get a lot of money back. The plan was to give some bread to whoever helped him with the play, but apparently something went wrong that made them all start beefing over it. And it turns out that Rolly didn't just put a message out to the ops on social media. He also texted Speed directly and said, "I'm 5 minutes away. If you're like that, pull up." Speed obviously wanted the smoke, and a few minutes later, he was sliding with Day in Rolly's apartment complex ready to kill him. According to his obituary, Rolly was focused on making it in the rap game. His friends and family said that's all he ever talked about, and 95% of his conversations were about music. But he didn't just want to make a name for himself and leave everyone behind. Rolly said, "If I make it, I don't want to be known as a rapper. I want to be known for helping those in need with my music." What makes the situation even more tragic is that he left behind a daughter named Kashmir who won't be able to grow up with her father in her life. Rolly Bands obviously has some street drama holding him back, but it seems like he was really dedicated to leaving it behind and helping everyone around him too. Unfortunately though, he was killed before he had the chance, and the rap game lost another talented artist over some petty drama. Rest in peace to Rolly Bands.